It's time for Outdoors in the Valley on WJER. Outdoors in the Valley is brought to you by TMK Valley Propane in Bakersville. When looking for a reliable local propane provider, trust TMK Valley Propane. Affordable, friendly, professional, all the way with TMK. Outdoors in the Valley is coming up next.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Welcome to WJER's Outdoors in the Valley. I'm your host, Tom Reed. This past week, the nation observed Public Health Week. Jennifer Demuth of the Tuscarawas County Health Department stopped by WJER to remind us their services extend far beyond the walls of medical health care.
We're always working behind the scenes, really, to prevent injury and to prevent illness. People know that we inspect food and things, but they don't always know that we are involved in, water wells and making sure that your sources of water are safe. We work with, folks who have septic systems to make sure those are operating properly. And if they're not, just trying to help people through the measures to get those working correctly so that we don't have waste polluting, our environment. In 2024, we did a scrap tire collection event, and we were able then to make sure those scrap tires were recycled safely. And it just makes sure, we get that waste out of the environment. Also, tires laying around can become breeding grounds for mosquitoes, and nobody wants more mosquitoes. So it, also helps to keep that mosquito population down. So we're just doing things like that all the time at the Tuscarawas County Health Department, just to do everything we can to protect the environment and keep people safe. Every year we have a mosquito control program, and not only do we share information for what we can do in our own homes and lives to prevent bad mosquito bites, but we're also out there setting up larvicide, which actually kills the mosquito eggs before they have a chance to hatch. And we're out there, sometimes if we do detect, when we test mosquitoes, if we detect an illness in the mosquito testing, then we will spray that community for mosquitoes to help keep the mosquito population down.
As we wrap up National Public Health Week, we thank our local health departments for their environmental efforts. Learn more at tchdnow.org. The Wilderness Center continues their Native Plant Month celebration with a new guest speaker, trail hike, and native plant sale. The Carl and Audrey Lavin Speaker Series continues this Tuesday, where you're invited to meet native woody plants you should know. Guest speaker Paul Snyder, the operations manager at Seacrest Arboretum, will share his favorite underutilized or underappreciated native plants. Join them this Tuesday at 6 p.m. live at the Wilderness Center or attend virtually. Register in advance by phone or online. This Friday night, ages 12 and up may join the Wilderness Center for frog monitoring. The frogs are vocal this time of year, making them easier to find. Hiking boots and weather-appropriate attire are recommended. Bring your red light flashlight to get a closer look in the dark without bothering them. If you don't have a red light flashlight, bring a regular one, and they'll help you make the adjustment. Frog monitoring begins at 8. And if the weather cooperates, you can stick around after the hike to get a closer look at the night sky through telescopes with the Wilderness Center Astronomy Club, starting at 9:30 on Friday night. All ages are welcome on Saturday morning of next weekend for more astronomy fun with the planetarium show, Tonight's Sky. Take a tour of constellations, bright stars, and planets visible in our spring night sky. Walk-ins will be accepted if there's room, but space is limited. Reserve your seat by registering by phone or online. While you're on the website, be sure to order your favorites from the Spring Native Plant Sale, underway now. Learn more, place your order, and register for programs at wildernesscenter.org. If you're starting your garden outdoors this year, you'll notice that most seed packets advise to sow seeds into the ground after the last frost. But how do we know when that will be? The Old Farmer's Almanac has compiled historical data to predict this year's last spring frost around May 7th. If you're starting seeds indoors, we're only a few days away from the ideal time to start cantaloupe, honeydew, watermelon, pumpkin, cucumbers, okra, winter squash, zucchini, and summer squash. For WJER, I'm Tom Reed, wishing you a wonderful spring week outdoors in the Valley.
Thanks for listening to Outdoors in the Valley on WJER, brought to you weekly by TMK Valley Propane in Bakersville, online at tmkvalleypropane.com.